Hi guys, it's your girl Keisha Hutch. I'm here back again for another tutorial. I'm at the Bossy Shop at THBOSSHOP on Instagram, THBOSSHOP.com online for booking or for any of the services that you might need. And I am here also as the founder, member, just the owner of the meetup group Atlanta Skincare Meetup. So follow us over there on Meetup and join the group. With that being said, let's get started into the video. I've already prepped my skin. I've already toned my skin. I already put on a moisturizer and I put on SPF. I've already put chapstick, long wear chapstick on my lips, and I'm going to get started today. And today we're going to be using a brand new palette that I just got. It's called 18 Hit Wonders, and I'm not sure if there's anything specific. Okay, I think that is the name of the palette, 18 Hit Wonders, brand new e.l.f. palette today. I'm going to be probably playing around with the peachy color since it matches my skin tone. Definitely the summer color, and I might accent it with a blue or a purple. You know, I like to get started with my facial primer, so I'm going to put this primer on very quickly. Sticking with the Mary Kay today because I'm in a rush. I was in a rush. I might have tried the MAC, but I just want to get through this tutorial as quickly as possible since I'm running late. Okay, just gonna come back and put a little bit more on for my neck. So I got all of my face together. This tube is just about done, guys. I'm up here doing the very last roll I can do. Okay, that's more than enough to cover my neck. Get a good little rub going. And you just want to make sure you rub it in really good, because if you miss a spot, it's not going to be as smooth and even as the rest of your skin. Okay, got my primer on. I'm not working out today, so that's why I skipped the oil mattifier. Oh. Looks like I missed some. Yeah, so I'm not working out today, so I don't need the oil mattifier like I've been doing for the other weeks where I was working out. So that's not an issue. I'm gonna pop this eye primer on. The same Morphe eye primer. I'll be trying a new one soon just to see if it's better. But for right now, I'm sticking with the trusty Morphe. Okay, that looks great. Let's get the other eye down. Okay. Just gonna let that soak in. While that is soaking in, I apologize if you can hear the noise because I'm in a different position today. I'm more so facing the highway, so if it's noisy, definitely apologize for that. Trusty lip primer. Okay. Press it in the lips there. Let that soak in. I'm going to do a neutral lip today, but I want it to be like an accent on pink, and I'm going to use the NYX matte lip called Nude Daphne. So I think it's barely showing up there. It's called Nude Daphne. It's NYX matte lip color. And I'm gonna line my lips with the Rimmel, you know, my go-to Rimmel. Let me get started on these eyes. Let's see what my eye color of choice is gonna be today. Just looking for a fluffy brush that I can use to get as much of this down as possible. Actually, I did say I was going to stick with all e.l.f. today. And since I'm going to do that and I don't want to be too loud today, I'm going to do something more neutral with a little bit of jazz to it, like I did for Christmas time. This is the e.l.f. All That Glitters. It's part of the all liquid glitter eyeshadow set, but you can buy them individually. It's called Disco Queen. So I'm going to get this down on my eye. And I am using my e.l.f. brush because I don't mind using the e.l.f. brushes for easy things like spreading out this product because it's glittery and it gets messy. But let me use the bigger e.l.f. brush, something with a little bit more coverage. So yeah, I'm just using a fluffier e.l.f. brush to get this done. I'm using this as the first color that's going to go on, and then I'm going to layer it with some peachy and some summer. So I'm keeping it really simple today. And I just really am surprised by how well I like this glitter. And I just like to hurry up and use the brush to control it and really work it in. Because once it dries, it dries. Okay. So that's down. It looks really good. Gonna get the other eye. Just gonna kind of fan it a little bit. Since this is I don't know, it's just liquid. It's not really a gel. So let that dry, and I'm gonna get my other eye down. I'm just applying pretty liberally here because I want to get as much of the product on as possible, and then I'm just gonna smooth it out with the e.l.f. brush. So just like to come back over it, smooth it out. This could be a nighttime look, but I'm using it as a day to night transition, which is pretty much my favorite type of makeup. When you can wear something in the daytime, and you can also wear it if you're going out to a date later on in the same evening. So just gonna fan it a little bit. Let it dry. Got my base down. Okay, this one seems pretty good to go, so now I'm going to start working on this other eye. And going to mix in the peachy first. I'm going to do a peachy first, which is a lighter e.l.f. shade. gonna apply it on my other eye too. Can barely tell the difference right now, to be honest, because this peachy color is blending in so well with my skin. So what I might do is just come back with my eyebrows, come back and put some concealer underneath the top part so it's more noticeable. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think that's what I'm going to do, guys. Get a tissue. Like, the weather is good today, but my nose is still running. So and the links for these products are going to be all below in this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, okay? So I got the peachy down. I'm going to come back at the end and put the concealer down. So I'm just thinking about what other color I want to do now. I want to do just looking for a fluffier brush. Okay, I found a fluffy brush, a bigger fluffy brush to put down this e.l.f. color called Summer from the palette, which is more of an orangey type shade. Oh, that's really pretty. I knew it was going to be though as soon as I saw it. Just trying to do like a loose cut crease outline. So let me look at the mirror down here. That's pretty good. I don't want it to spread any further because I'm still going to blend it anyway. I don't want to take it up too high this week. Just doing the same thing for this eye now. So I'm just taking it up just a little bit higher on this side, not too high though. And for the crease in the corner, I'm going to use there's a darker burnt orange color in this palette called Heat, and I think that's what I'm going to put down next. Okay, I'm just going to touch up this side up a little bit more. And remember, I haven't blended anything yet. I'm just putting it down because I'm going to blend it. Okay, that looks about the same height to me in the mirror in front of me, so I'm pretty pleased with that. I'm going to let that go. Now I'm just looking to put the darker crease one. I think I'm going to try this pointed one, this pointed brush from Coastal Scents, just to give it more direction for where exactly I want this darker shade to go, because I like it to be a little bit more specific on where I want it to land. And for the under eye, I might use the other e.l.f. product I have, which is not this one because it's kind of dark. Let's get out the other e.l.f. one. There's an e.l.f. There's another e.l.f. stick I have somewhere. Boom, got it. It's another e.l.f. stick. It's called Bronze Metal. I think I've used it before in another video, so I'm just going to use it as the bottom so it'll be a little smoky on my under eye. I'm still using the color Heat on this palette, and I'm just kind of outlining where I want it to be smoky. Doing the same thing on the other eye now, and I might put, there's a solar color, which is a brighter yellow, and I might use a little bit of it here, not all the way up to the brow, but just a little bit above it, so it can be like a transition color. Okay, that's pretty good. I can see the transition. I'm pleased with how it's looking. It's kind of like a sunset, actually. It's pretty dope. And I'm gonna use the all over eyeshadow brush. This is just a Mary Kay brush. Actually, no, it's an e.l.f. crease brush. That's not the one I wanted to use, but it's okay. I do have I have a brush called the all over eyeshadow brush. It's a Mary Kay brush. I'm just looking for it because I got everything jammed into this Lazy Susan. So I can just rotate, versus previously I had everything spread out in front of me. Now I'm going on to this bright color, like a little bit above it. Versus everything I had kind of spread out in front of me before. I'm not taking it up any higher than this because I'm going to leave space for the concealer, because I'm going to put some concealer on here. Okay, I just put down just enough. We're going to do the same thing on the other eye. So when I start using a bigger blending brush, it'll all blend in pretty smoothly. Alright, I got that packed on. Now I need to get a blending brush. Whew. And this is a trusty oldie but a goodie. I don't know what number this is because it's an old MAC brush that I've had forever, but it's a fluffy brush. I'm just going to use it to blend. I'm tugging downwards just so I can get all these colors to start melting together. So far so good, guys. I really like this color combination, but I'm a big fan of the doing transitions with colors that are right beside each other on the color wheel. It's also, you know, you could also do it with complementary colors that are opposite on each other, opposite sides of the color wheel as well. And I don't know if you notice, it's blending in really quickly, so you can see the difference. This side isn't blended yet, this side is blended, and I love it. It reminds me of a beautiful sunset. It's a great transition that's happening. And I'm gonna stop here because I don't want it to all go away. I like how that looks, so I'm happy with how it looks. I'm gonna leave it right there, and I got just a little bit of room here left for a highlight, which could be the quartz in the palette, or it could be the Thrive Cosmetics pencil that I always use. I'm probably just gonna, because I'm rushing, I'll probably use the Thrive Cosmetics pencil. I blushed that side. I'm just gonna kind of clean this brush off a little bit. I can fluff this other side, but before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips. I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips. Same good trusty neutral. This is my Rimmel in the color Tiramisu, number 50. And they've had this liner for years, guys. I've been using the same color for years because it's literally my favorite in terms of what I like that matches my gums and my lips. Just making it a little thicker so that when I eat or drink, it'll last longer. Okay. The middle part is going to be that lighter shade I showed you earlier, so put that pencil back. I'm going to do that lighter shade plus probably going to do this muted one all over and then the lighter shade in the middle of my lips. Okay, got my fluffy brush. Now I'm going to blend in the other side, this side to look like this side. And I'm pulling downwards with the brush. I'm blending downwards all around. The entire eyelid, so. I can see some of the glitter coming up on my face. Looking to see how it looks compared to this one. It needs some more blending at the bottom of this lid. The bottom of the lid is still a little too harsh. Still a little too harsh. Okay. They look just about the same now, which is perfect. Absolutely perfect. I'm happy with the way it's looking. I'm just gonna go around it one more time. Okay, that looks pretty good, guys. I like this application. I like how it's looking. I'm gonna brush up my brows now with my e.l.f. pencil. Gonna brush them up. Now that I have them brushed up, let's get this concealer out. And it's really not concealer, it's actually so which one am I going to use? I'm going to use the lighter one today because I want a little bit more, I just want it to look more finished. I'm going to use see if I can find that skinnier e.l.f. brush I had. Got it. So I'm going to use this, I think it's an e.l.f. concealer brush. It's an eye crease brush, but I'm using it like it's a concealer brush from e.l.f. just to get underneath the brows. And it's my trusty CC cream in the color light to medium. So this is lighter than the one I used last week. Last week I used the medium to deep. So let me just put this on right underneath my brows here just to brighten it up. Make it look a little extra crispy. I'm also gonna go around it. Typically I would do this with my beauty blender, but I'm just trying to be a little bit more precise today. Not that it's not precise with a beauty blender. I'm trying to be precise and quick. So I have to choose my tools carefully. Okay, that looks really good. That's a very nice highlight. I'm gonna do the same thing to the other brow, which is take some more of the CC cream on the top and on the bottom, just to outline my brows. Let's check in the time here. Okay, now I'm gonna highlight underneath the brow bone. I did razor my brows yesterday, but you know, you can always clean it up because my eyebrow hairs grow back pretty quickly, so it always looks like there's just a little stubble there. Okay, now that I got that done, guys, I'm gonna switch to the darker CC cream to get my mouth because I haven't done that yet. Now I'm gonna switch to my sponge so I can get it down quickly. Just to reduce the appearance of all these blemishes and get my makeup to sit quickly. And now I'm gonna do underneath my eye, which I didn't do yet. So brighten up my complexion and do some lighten up some of these sunspots that I have. I wasn't always diligent about using SPF when I was younger, which was definitely a big mistake because I do have some sunspots coming in here. And I did go to the Caribbean probably a few months ago. I did wear my SPF and stuff, but You just never know how much sun damage you truly have till you actually see the spots come up on your skin. Which is why it's important that you put your SPF on all the time, guys. Even if you're not really going anywhere and you're just around the house, because you have to take into consideration UVA and UVB rays. Oh. My hairpin just fell up on the back of my head. Okay, so I'm just gonna put some underneath my neck. That'll get it done. Do a little bit more underneath my eyes because I just wanted to look a little bit more crisp. Okay, got that. I'm gonna do a little contour. And definitely less like I talked about last week, so actually I can go ahead and pencil in my brows too at the same time since I already brushed them up. So I need a little bit more concealer. And this again is the e.l.f. pencil. I think it's just in it, the color is called neutral brown. So I reached my maximum limit on recording, so fortunately that means that this video is already at the 30-minute mark. It's hard, like I think I'm gonna have it wrapped up for you guys in 10 minutes today, I promise. 10 minutes, guys. I'm going as fast as I can. Okay, so this is just about good. I'm gonna use some concealer, come back and clean this up. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna come back with the light one and touch it up a little bit at the bottom because it needs at the bottom and the top. Okay. Okay, fix this one. Now I'm going to do the concealer, which you guys know is my NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop in the warm caramel. And I'm gonna alternate it wider so that I don't have to be here blending all day. The truth is I don't really want it to look that dark on my face. I just want it to look like my face looks three-dimensional, not 2D. Wow. I'm just gonna go ahead and put on my Too Faced, I think it's called Cool Girl. let that dry. While that's drying, I'm gonna put on this light to medium CC cream and blend it in between this concealer. Good. And I'm using this one instead of the other one because the other one is a darker shade and I really want it to be less harsh today. So I'm just gonna go around it, start blending. I can definitely see the difference. I mean, really, you can use any foundation that's too dark for you to accomplish this. I actually really like this eye, guys. This elf eye is really nice. I think I'm just gonna use my, sorry, that motorcycle is so loud. This fluffy brush one more time right here on this transition. But I love it. I would definitely repeat this look again, this eyeshadow again. Put it on a client for sure. It's really pretty. It would definitely look nice with a lot of different skin tones. Okay, concealer is done, guys. The concealer is done. That's impressive. I think I was here blending forever last week. What did I say I was gonna do now? So now I'm gonna do the e.l.f. under eye. What's the eyeshadow stick? It's a no budge stick, but I'm using it just to smudge underneath the bottom of my eye. And it's in the color Bronze Metal, which is a nice deep color to round out the yellow orange transition that's happening above it. The last time I used it, I really liked it because I feel like it stayed in place. It didn't smudge. Okay, so it's a nice little smoky on the bottom. It's noticeable, but it's not like, oh my god, she's wearing so much makeup type of thing, you know? Okay, what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna do the all over brush, my fluffy brush. Yeah, I'm gonna do the Tarte creamy bronzer, guys, because this look is just about finished. Tarte creamy bronzer in the color Seychelles. I actually got the color wrong last time I told you guys. And this is the travel palette, guys. The travel palette doesn't have the other two darker colors, so I misspoke. If you buy the full-size version, there is this is the lightest shade of the full-size version, so it does come in two darker shades that are perfect for darker skin tones. You know, caramel skin tone and chocolate skin tone. So if you're thinking, oh, this product looks good and I want to try it too, but you're not the same skin tone as me, don't worry about it. Because it does come in two darker shades. Man, I really like these Real Techniques brushes because they seem to work very well for products that are creamy. And this is the Real Techniques 201 brush. I didn't contour my nose today. I mean, I typically don't contour my nose. I only do that if I have the extra time, which I really don't. And I don't do a big contour either. It's just something subtle. Okay. Just going over it one more time again. You guys know I like to go over it several times. This is looking really good. I'm going to go ahead and put on the NYX lip color on the inside of my lip, Nude Daphne. It's called MLS01 Nude Daphne. So put it together real good. So now it's like I have a little bit of a nude ombre happening, which is quite nice. Just putting these to the side in case I have to touch up my lip later. Do it again. Do it again with the chapstick. Just touch it up. Because both lipsticks are already matte. So this is the finished lip look. Eyebrows are penciled. Only thing missing, guys, is my lash primer and my edges. Which is hilarious, but true. And I'm going to set my face with my Morphe spray. I'm just putting everything back in the Lazy Susan where it belongs, except for these brushes that I'm using because I'm going to clean them. Once I use them, I'm going to clean them later on when I get back home. Just going to leave one brush out, which is going to be what I'm going to use for the highlight. Probably going to touch up my nose a little bit because you see I'm always doing something with my nose. My nose is always running. Only thing missing too is my blush, guys. So let's get this lash primer on. If you want to be extra good about it, you can roll it. The bottom ones, I just like to give them a gentle rub. But the top ones, I spend extra time on my top lashes. So I want the top ones to look more dramatic. Okay. Got that primer on. Just using whatever's left over on this concealer sponge. That's a tap. Guys, I'm going to use my Thrive Cosmetics Liquid Lash Extensions Mascara because this is the one I've seen the best results with for natural lashes so far. If I see anything better, I'll demo that. But to date, right now, I haven't seen anything better, so let's say I was going to do blushes. I got my blushes neatly packed here. And I'm using the same, what is this? Milani blush system. So I'm using the Milani blush. I'm going to put down the Glossier liquid one first, just to use it as a base so it sticks and doesn't go anywhere. I always pick up too much. It's okay though. So same thing for this side. And I don't really, sometimes it's a little tricky to control, but I don't like it to go beyond a certain point, because when it starts to get into my eye area, close to my eye, then I really don't like that. Okay, the Glossier Cloud Paint is down. This is in the color Beam. And if I was doing someone who was darker than me makeup, I would use it in the color Storm. This burgundy is a good color to set with. And I would go over it with, let's see, the darker Milani blush. The darker one is called Rose Powder Blush. And you can see the difference between the one I'm going to put on myself, which is this peachy one called Coral Cove, and the rose colored one, which I would use on a darker skin tone. So blush is down. I'm going to use my fluffy all over face or all over powder Mary Kay blush. I can't, it's hard for me to talk today. Pat it in. Same thing on this side. Okay. Then I'm just going to use the Maybelline Master Chrome in the Rose Gold. It's a metallic highlighter, and it's called Molten Peach, but it looks like a rose gold. So I'm going to use it's a really fluffy Morphe brush, M510. Just kind of adjust some of this highlighter on. So you can see a little bit of shine there too. Same thing on this other side. I didn't put it exactly all over where the blush was, but you get the idea. It's just to kind of put it on the top part of it. Little outline for the lip. I'll probably do a little bit on this part right here. Okay, a little bit on the nose, tip of the nose, Cupid's bow action for that. And sorry, my nose just keeps running. I'm gonna do my edges for you guys. Touch it up, and then it's time to go. touch it up and then it's time to go. Oh my goodness, it's already 3:19. It's much later than I thought it was, guys. That's crazy. Much later. Which means I might not get to this place till 4. Just gonna suck. But you do want to get these edges coated really well just so they don't go anywhere. I've noticed that when I do this side of my face, the side that I'm doing right now, will actually stay in place. It's the other side that doesn't want to cooperate. And I don't know why, but it is what it is. Okay, got that. I'm gonna put some touch-up makeup right there. Oh, I forgot to spray my face, guys. Put this gel away. Spray my face. Where's the Morphe spray? I brought a towel to put around me because when I spray this spray, it leaves a white film. I got my towel here. Let me get rid of the spray. All right. That's soaking. Towel off me. Oh, that's soaking in there. I'm gonna put my palette away. Once again, guys, this was the e.l.f. palette, 18 hit wonders, and they're not lying. This palette is a hit. It's gorgeous. I really didn't see any fallout. The only thing that was a little bit extra was the liquid glitter eyeshadow, which I guess is to be expected because it's a glitter. And even that really wasn't, even that really wasn't bad, so. Let me touch up I'm gonna touch up the area where I put the edges and just a little bit on the tip of my nose. And we're done, guys. Oh, my mascara. Now we're gonna be done when I get this mascara together. Put these brushes to the side so I can clean them later. One more dab underneath my eye. Always give it like one coat underneath first, and then I'm going to come on top of it and roll it. I'm going to use the spoolie from my brows to clean it up a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to use whatever's left on this for the bottom. Just kind of shake them back and forth. Just going to use the extra on this other bottom lash as well. Because I only like the bottom ones built up just a little bit. Okay. Now I have to do this top lash and I'm done. Just gotta do this top lash. Stop my nose from running. Okay. Got one more layer to go. Other eye. I mean, this primer really makes a difference though, guys. If you're interested, link is gonna be below, honey, because I'm like, what was I doing with my lashes before I was priming? I don't even know. Like, my mascara was nice, but it wasn't, it was never this nice. It was never this nice, guys. Okay, I'm going to use the spoolie to get the gunky parts together. Separate any unnecessary clumping. Okay, guys, this is the finished look. I'm gonna just take my hand and swipe out any makeup that might be on my edges. Put this hairpin in the back of my hand. This look is complete, guys. This is the finished look. I really love this. This e.l.f. palette came through. If you're thinking about ordering any of the new e.l.f. palettes, I would definitely say get it. This is e.l.f. 18 Hit Wonders, or 18 Hit Wonders. Yeah, I got it right. And the colors are beautiful. Love it. Thanks for staying tuned for another tutorial. It's a little bit shorter than the last ones. I'm going to keep working and get it faster and better for you guys. So Thanks for staying tuned. It's your girl Keisha Hutch at KeishaHutch on Instagram. Follow me, I'll follow you back. Look below, look for the links below for all of the products that I'm using today. Okay, thank you. Bye.